Spring is here, and Aldi knows it. Next week, Aldi is dropping one of the most exciting Spring Finds rotations of the entire year. Decor that will make your home feel like the season changed overnight. Toys and activities that will have your grandchildren begging to come over. Food arrivals that are going to make your spring table the best it has been in years. And so much more. Stick around for number 1, because the food arrival at the top of this list is something I have genuinely never seen at any grocery store at this price point. Let us start the countdown at number 20. Easter and spring decor, 20. Spring kitchen mats with bunny prints for $7. $7 for a kitchen mat that brings the full energy of spring into the room where most seniors spend a significant portion of their daily life. So comparable cushioned kitchen mats with seasonal designs run $15 to $30 at mainstream home goods retailers. $7 at Aldi delivers the seasonal freshness and the daily functional comfort at a fraction of that cost. For seniors, this is a daily comfort decision that reduces cumulative strain on knees, hips, and lower back that hard floor surfaces apply during extended standing. One 73-year-old woman said, "I change my kitchen mat with every season because it is the easiest and most affordable way to make my kitchen feel fresh." $7 for a spring bunny print mat is exactly what I want after a long winter. I am buying 2, so I have a spare when one is in the wash. But a great kitchen mat is just the beginning of what Aldi is doing with spring decor next week. Because the next item costs $6 and delivers something that most home decor stores charge 3 times that amount for per single piece. 19. Flocked bunny sets of 3 for $6. $6 for a set of 3 individually detailed, flocked finished decorative bunnies in your choice of pink, green, purple, or white. Flocked decorative figurines at home goods and seasonal decor stores typically sell for $6 to $12 per individual piece. Aldi is offering 3 of them for the price other stores charge for one. At $6 per set, buying 1 for the living room and 1 for the dining table is entirely practical. 3 bunnies for $6 is already remarkable. But the next item is the one that stops people in their tracks before they even walk through the front door. Literally, number 18 is a spring statement that your neighbors are going to ask you about by Thursday. 18. Easter wreaths in 3 styles for $17. 3 styles. One price, $17. The bunny wreath works as a front door centerpiece or wall decoration. The cross wreath with a purple bow speaks directly to the religious significance of the Easter season in a tasteful, beautifully made design. The carrot wreath brings playful, garden fresh spring energy to any door or wall space. Decide which style you want before you get to the store. These will not wait for the indecisive shopper. Your front door is sorted. Now let us talk about what happens inside the home. Because number 17 is the item that transforms an ordinary Easter table into something that genuinely looks like it belongs in a magazine. 17. Semi-Easter bunny candle holders for $13. $13 for a set of bunny candle holders that transform any spring table, mantle, or display shelf into something genuinely beautiful. Decorative candle holders with seasonal character designs at home goods, boutiques, and seasonal decor stores run $25 to $40 for comparable craftsmanship and visual presence. Aldi's $13 price point brings that level of table and shelf styling within comfortable reach for seniors on fixed incomes who refuse to sacrifice home beauty for budget reasons. Available in 2 colorways, these bunny candle holders are the kind of item that looks considerably more expensive than the price paid for it, which is the highest compliment any decorative purchase can receive. A beautiful table deserves a beautiful room to sit in. And number 16 is the item that makes the entire room. It lights up, it stands tall, and it costs less than a quarter of what garden centers charge for the same thing. Number 16 is next. 16. Bunny topiary with light-up feature for $20. $20 for a full bunny-shaped topiary with a built-in light-up feature that transforms any corner of your home, any porch, any entryway, into a genuine spring statement. The light-up feature specifically elevates this item from a daytime decoration to something that works around the clock. In the evening, with the light activated, a topiary like this creates an atmosphere in a room or on a porch that no amount of cut flowers or flat decorations can match. Available in yellow bow and pink bow versions for coordination with your existing spring decor. Get there Wednesday morning for this one. Light-up decorative topiaries at this price will not last past Thursday in any high-traffic Aldi location, and the decor section delivered. But now, we are moving into something that the grandparents watching this video have been quietly waiting for. Because the next section is all about the grandchildren. Number 15 is next. Toys and activities. 15. Easter plush. Toys for $7. $7 for officially licensed Disney Easter plush toys in 4 characters: Pooh Bear, Stitch, Minnie Mouse in pink, and Mickey Mouse in blue. Licensed character plush toys at toy stores and online retailers run $12 to $25 depending on the character and retailer. $7 for a quality Stitch plush or a Pooh Bear in Easter presentation makes buying one for each grandchild during a single Aldi trip entirely achievable without stretching any budget uncomfortably. $7 for a character your grandchild loves. But what if you could give them something even more valuable than a toy? Something that keeps them off their screen, sitting right next to you, creating something together? 14. Paint your own wood activity sets for $4. $4 for a complete paint. Your own wood activity set in spring and Easter themes, including flowers, Easter eggs, bunnies, and butterflies, with paints included. For seniors who love doing crafts with grandchildren, but find the cost of craft supplies adds up quickly over a season, these sets are the ideal solution. The butterfly and flower designs work beyond Easter specifically, making them useful for any spring creative afternoon. One 69-year-old woman said, $4 for everything you need to do a craft together is the best deal in the entire store for grandparents who want to keep grandchildren engaged in something creative and hands-on. I always buy these whenever Aldi carries them because I cannot find them this cheap anywhere else. Now, the next item in this section is where the real toy story gets told. Because number 13 is a name brand that grandchildren recognize on site, a product that commands $20 to $30 at every toy retailer in the country, arriving at Aldi next week for $10. You need to hear this before Wednesday. 13. Modern Lego Creator 3-in-1 sets for $10. $10 for a Lego Creator 3-in-1 set that builds 3 completely different models from the same collection of bricks. At mainstream toy retailers, Lego Creator 3-in-1 sets regularly run $20 to $30 for comparable piece counts. $10 at Aldi makes buying one for a grandchild and one to keep at your own home for visits entirely practical in a single trip. One 78-year-old man said, "I buy Lego sets every time I see them at a good price because I know they will be used. My grandchildren have built and rebuilt my sets dozens of times. At $10, I am buying 3 sets next week. Under $30 for 3 sets of genuine Lego. That is genuinely remarkable. Lego at $10 is the kind of deal that makes you question everything you have ever paid at a toy store. But number 12 is something completely different. It is not just a great deal. It is something that nobody at your Easter table has ever played before. 12. Uno Golf for $6. Uno Golf. If you have never heard of it, you are not alone. And that unfamiliarity is precisely what makes it one of the most exciting game additions to the Aldi Finds section in recent memory. Uno Golf incorporates golf scoring mechanics into the familiar Uno card game structure, creating something that feels simultaneously fresh and familiar. Accessible enough for grandchildren as young as 7 or 8, engaging enough for adults to play with genuine strategy, it's compact enough to bring to any spring gathering without taking up significant space. $6 for a brand new game that nobody at your Easter table has tried. That is what Wednesday morning Aldi trips are for. But the next item is not for the dinner table. It is for the Easter basket. And right now it is the single most requested item among children across the country. If your grandchild has mentioned it even once, number 11 is the item that makes you the most beloved grandparent in the room on Easter morning. 11. Hello Kitty and Friends Squish-alongs for $9. $9 for a collection of Hello Kitty and Friends squish-alongs, the collectible squishable character figures that have been generating enormous excitement among children and grandchildren across the country. Squish-alongs at toy specialty stores and online retailers run $12 to $18 per set. $9 at Aldi puts them within reach as Easter basket stuffers, surprise gifts, or additions to a grandchild's collection at a price that does not require any budget justification whatsoever. They are tactile and satisfying in the way that appeals to children across a wide age range, and they are compact enough to fit easily into an Easter basket alongside candy, books, and other small gifts. One 72-year-old woman said, "My granddaughter has been asking for squish-alongs for months. Every time I have seen them, they have been priced higher than I wanted to spend. $9 at Aldi is the answer I have been waiting for. I am buying 2 sets so she has enough to share with her best friend when she visits. $9. A gift that your grandchild will genuinely love and immediately show every friend they have." Now the toys are handled, let us move into the household section, because next week's household arrivals are ones that seniors use every single day, and the quality at these prices is going to impress even the most experienced Aldi shoppers. But before we get there, if you are finding this useful, hit that like button right now and subscribe to this channel. Household Products 10. Two-sided scrubber and sponge set simple. Practical, used every single day. and almost always purchased at prices that seem unreasonably high for what is fundamentally a daily cleaning tool. The two-sided design with an abrasive scrubbing surface on one side and a soft sponge surface on the other covers every cleaning task from delicate non-stick cookware surfaces to baked-on residue and everything in between. For mothers who cook regularly, this is the daily utility item that keeps the kitchen functioning cleanly and efficiently without the cost of specialized tools for different surfaces. Premium scrubber sets at kitchen and home stores run $4 to $8 for packs of 2 or 3. Aldi's pricing on comparable quality items is consistently below that benchmark. Catherine from Ohio said, "I go through sponges and scrubbers every week. It is one of those things I buy constantly without thinking about where I buy it or what I pay. If Aldi is carrying a quality two-sided version at their prices, I am buying a supply that lasts through summer. It is the kind of practical item where buying more right now is always the smart move." Daily cleaning is sorted, but number 9 is for the seniors who believe that spring is not just a season to decorate for, it is a season to bake for. Number 9 belongs in your kitchen before Easter weekend arrives. 9. Silicone bakeware and accessories, including pans, baking cups, and a flour mold spring is baking season. Easter cookies, spring celebration cakes. The kind of baking that fills a home with warmth, scent, and the unmistakable feeling of a season being properly celebrated. Aldi is bringing in a silicone bakeware collection next week that covers every spring baking need. Silicone pans, baking cups, and a flower-shaped mold that makes beautifully detailed baked goods and artisan soaps. Sell them at kitchen specialty stores. Quality silicone bakeware runs $8 to $25 per individual piece. Aldi's pricing makes a complete silicone baking setup accessible at a fraction of that cost. Your kitchen is equipped. Now let us talk about the room that seniors visit most, but think about least when it comes to saving money. Because number 8 is a product you buy every single month from the same brand at the same price out of pure habit, and that habit has been costing you more than it should. 8. Scent Booster Beads, comparable to Downy & Gain for $11. $11 for scent booster beads that compare directly to Downy & Gain, versions sold at mainstream stores for considerably more. Downy & Gain scent beads at grocery and big box stores regularly run $12 to $16 per container. And Aldi's comparable versions in Original Scent and Seaside Rain deliver the same long-lasting laundry fragrance enhancement at a price that makes regular use financially practical rather than an occasional indulgence. For seniors who do laundry regularly and who take pride in clothing and bedding that smells genuinely clean and fresh, the per load cost savings of switching to the Aldi Scent Booster version adds up meaningfully across a full year of weekly laundry cycles. Laundry sorted, but the next household saving is even more straightforward. Because number 7 is not a comparable version or a store brand alternative. It is the exact product you already know and already trust, sitting on an Aldi shelf next week at a price that your regular grocery store simply cannot match. 7. Mr. Zoom Clean and Lemon Zest and Gain Scents for $4.94. Mr. Clean at under $5. At mainstream grocery stores, Mr. Clean typically runs $5 to $7 per bottle. Aldi is bringing it in next week at $4.94, which represents a saving that across a full year of regular purchasing accumulates into a genuinely meaningful sum. Both the Lemon Zest and Gain Scent varieties are among the most popular in the Mr. Clean lineup. Lemon Zest delivers the clean, bright citrus scent that signals genuine cleanliness in a kitchen or bathroom. The Gain Scent variety brings the familiar Gain fragrance to household surface cleaning, making it particularly appealing for seniors who already use Gain laundry products and appreciate a consistent scent throughout their home. Yet, there's no quality uncertainty here. It is the same Mr. Clean that has been in homes across America for generations, at a price that puts meaningful money back in the budget every time a new bottle is needed. 5 outstanding household finds down. And number 6 is for a member of the household who has had a very long winter and deserves something new. If you share your home with a cat, stop what you are doing, because what Aldi is bringing in next week for $10 has pet specialty stores genuinely embarrassed about their pricing. Number 6 is next. 6. Cat scratch houses for $10 in 3 designs. $10 for a cat scratch house in 3 distinct designs: butterfly, sun, and flower shop. If you have a cat, these are going to be the most exciting $10 you spend all spring. The cat scratch houses and enrichment structures at pet specialty stores run $20 to $40 for comparable cardboard construction and design complexity. $10 at Aldi puts a brand new scratch house within reach as a seasonal refresh for a cat who has worn out a previous one, or as a first purchase for a senior who recently welcomed a cat into their home. For seniors who live alone and who share their home with a cat, The enrichment and stimulation that a new scratch house provides is meaningful for the cat's well-being and, by extension, for the senior's enjoyment of their companion animal's happiness and activity. $10. A happy cat, a charming design. That is a very good Wednesday morning purchase. The household is fully covered, but now we are moving into the section of this list that has been generating the most excitement among the members of this community. Because the food arrivals next week are not just good deals, they are genuinely special. And number 5 is the most important food purchase of the entire Easter season, arriving at a price that is going to make you rethink where you have been buying it for years. Food arrivals, 5. Easter ham for $2.19 per pound, $2.19 per pound for Easter ham. Ham pricing at mainstream grocery stores during the Easter season, when demand peaks and retailers price accordingly, runs $3 to $6 per pound for comparable quality. Aldi's $2.19 per pound represents a saving that, across the weight of a ham, feeding a family gathering, translates into a genuinely significant dollar amount kept in the budget. For seniors who host Easter dinner, who contribute the main dish to a family gathering, or who simply want a proper Easter meal at home without the cost that holiday meat pricing typically imposes, Aldi's ham price next week is the most immediately impactful food saving on this entire list. Your Easter table set beautifully, your family fed generously, and your budget respected entirely. That is what $2.19 per pound means in practice. The main course is handled. But Easter weekend is not just about dinner, it is about the whole morning, the slow breakfast, the family gathered around the table before the day gets busy, and number 4 is the most unexpectedly delightful breakfast item Aldi has dropped in a long time, for under $2. Set you are going to want to hear every detail before Wednesday. 4. Carrot cake, pancake, mix with cream cheese icing packet for $1.86. $1.86. For a carrot cake pancake mix with a cream cheese flavored icing packet included. Specialty pancake mixes at grocery stores and gourmet food retailers run $3 to $6 for comparable content and quality. Seasonal varieties with an included icing component sit at the higher end of that range. Aldi is bringing this in for under $2. One 73-year-old woman said, "Carrot cake is my absolute favorite cake. The idea of carrot cake pancakes with cream cheese icing for Easter morning brunch is something I would have paid full price for at a specialty store without hesitation. For under $2, I am buying every box they have." But number 3 is not about impressing anyone. It is about something quieter and more personal than that. It is about a food that takes you somewhere, a place you have missed. Number 3 is next, and it is worth every word. 3. Puff pastries in cherry, strawberry, and apricot varieties. This is the one that longtime Aldi shoppers get genuinely emotional about. Not dramatic emotional. The quiet, fond, deeply personal emotional that comes from a food connecting you to a specific memory, a specific person, a specific moment in time that meant something. The apricot variety specifically has earned a description from one longtime shopper that says everything. It reminds her of the jelly-filled cookies her grandmother used to buy when she was a child. That food that connects you to something you loved and lost is not just food. It is a restoration of something irreplaceable. The pastry itself is a quality item by any objective standard. Light, flaky layers, a generous, well-flavored fruit filling. The kind of pastry texture that requires genuine skill and quality ingredients to achieve. Number 3 was about memory and pleasure. Number 2 is about something equally important but entirely different. Your doctor would approve of number 2. Your wallet is going to be relieved by it. 2. Drinkable Greek yogurt, no added sugar, pre- and probiotics for $2.69. $2.69 for a drinkable Greek yogurt with no added sugar, prebiotics, and probiotics in mixed berry and peach varieties. Skill comparable functional drinkable yogurts with probiotic credentials at mainstream and health food grocery stores run $3 to $5 per bottle. $2.69 at Aldi for a product with a clean ingredient profile, no added sugar, and genuine pre- and probiotic content represents the health-focused food value that Aldi's Simply Nature line consistently delivers. For seniors managing digestive health, supporting immune function, or simply looking for a convenient, nutritious, on-the-go protein and probiotic source that does not require a spoon or a bowl, drinkable Greek yogurt is one of the most practical functional food options available. One 70-year-old woman said, "My doctor recommended adding probiotics to my daily routine for digestive health. I have been buying the expensive versions at the health food store. $2.69 for a drinkable version with no added sugar and the same probiotic credentials is the kind of find that makes me genuinely grateful for this store." Everything on this list has been building to this moment. Number 1 is the food arrival that no senior watching this video should walk past next Wednesday. Do not miss it. 1. Macarons. 24 pieces in 6 flavors, including blueberry, raspberry, blood orange, coconut, lemon, and pistachio. This is the one. Macarons are among the most technically demanding confections in the entire world of professional pastry. Achieving the correct shell texture, the precise chew, the smooth dome top, and the flavorful filling that distinguishes a genuine macaron from a pale imitation requires skill, some quality ingredients, and professional expertise that commands genuine premium pricing everywhere they are sold. Individual macarons at patisseries and specialty dessert shops run $1.50 to $3 each. A selection of 24, covering 6 distinct flavors, would cost between $36 and $72 at specialty retailer pricing. Aldi is bringing 24 of them in at a price that, based on the store's historical pricing for comparable premium seasonal food items, is expected to come in at a fraction of that figure. For seniors who appreciate fine food, who want to serve something genuinely special to family visiting at Easter, or who simply believe that spring deserves to be celebrated with the kind of treat that feels luxurious without requiring a luxury budget, at the macaron selection next week is the food arrival of the entire spring season. One 67-year-old woman said, "I buy macarons at the French patisserie near my daughter's home when I visit because I consider them a genuine treat worth the price. If Aldi is bringing in 24 of them in 6 flavors at their prices, I am buying every box I can carry. That is a spring treat I would have spent significant money on elsewhere, available at Aldi for what I expect to be a genuinely remarkable price." Hit that like button right now if this helped you plan your trip, and subscribe so you never miss another Aldi Spring Finds update. We cover every major Aldi drop every single week, and the shoppers who subscribe are always the ones who get there first. Check out the video on screen right now. We are breaking down the top Aldi items seniors should never run out of throughout the spring season, and several of them are arriving in this same Wednesday drop. You will not want to miss a single one.